There's a moment at every gun range that tells you everything you need to know about a shooter. It is not when they draw, it is not when they aim. It is the split second after the first shot, when the recoil hits them and their whole body language either says, I own this machine, or this machine owns me. The guns on today's list own most people who try to shoot them. These are not range toys, and they are not movie props. They are the most brutally powerful production handguns on Earth in 2026, each one generating recoil energy that has broken wrists, dislocated thumbs, and sent grown men stepping backwards at the range. We are ranking 8 of them today, covering exactly what makes each one so devastatingly powerful, what it physically costs you to fire one, and who on earth actually needs this level of firepower in their hands. Every spec is verified for 2026. Every limitation is real. If you think you are ready for these, keep watching. Most people are not. Number 8. Ruger Super Redhawk Alaskan 454 Casull. Best for backcountry hunters and wilderness carry who need dangerous game-stopping power in a compact frame. The Ruger Super Redhawk Alaskan is the shortest, most concealable dangerous game revolver ever built. Chambered in 4.54 Casull, it generates nearly 3 times the muzzle energy of a .44 Magnum from a 2.5-inch barrel that fits in a chest holster. The triple-locking extended frame with extra metal throughout the top strap and sidewalls handles sustained 454 Casull punishment without the frame walking over time. The Hogue Tamer monogrip is not optional comfort equipment. It is a mechanical necessity. It also accepts .45 Colt for reduced recoil training. Limitation: the muzzle blast and fireball from full power 454 loads in a 2.5-inch barrel is genuinely disorienting, and follow-up shots demand total grip discipline. Specs: 454 Casull or .45 Colt, 6-round capacity, 2.5-inch barrel, 53 ounces, $1,399 to $1,549 price. Verdict: the most powerful snub-nose revolver ever built. The only handgun designed to stop a charging bear before it reaches you. Number 7. Taurus Raging Hunter 460S and Magnum. Best for handgun hunters who want tri-caliber versatility with optics-ready capability at a production price. The 460S and W Magnum is the highest velocity production revolver cartridge on Earth, pushing projectiles past 2,300 feet per second and delivering rifle-level energy from a handgun frame. The Raging Hunter ships with a factory integral scope base, a ventilated barrel shroud, and a cushioned insert grip system that is the most effective recoil management design on any production revolver today. It chambers 460S and W Magnum, 454 Casull, and .45 Colt from the same cylinder, giving you 3 complete power levels in one gun. Limitation: at nearly 5 pounds with a 6.75-inch barrel, this is a two-handed field instrument, and 460 Magnum recoil is violent without the grip insert fully seated. Specs: 460S and W Magnum, 5-round capacity, 6.75-inch barrel, 64.9 ounces, $799 to $899 price. Verdict: the most versatile hunting revolver under $900, delivering rifle energy from a handgun frame with factory optics mounting included. Number 6. Magnum Research BFR 45 to 70 Government. Best for big game hunters who want to fire a rifle cartridge from a single-action revolver. The BFR stands for Biggest Finest Revolver, and the 4570 Government chambering earns that name completely. The 4570 was designed in 1873 to drop American bison, and has been doing exactly that for over 150 years. Fitting it into a revolver cylinder required Magnum research to engineer an entirely new long cylinder frame found nowhere else in production revolvers. The brushed stainless steel construction and precision-cut rifled barrel deliver rifle-comparable accuracy at handgun distances. It is single-action only, so every shot requires a deliberate hammer cock. Limitation: the 15-inch overall length and 4.3-pound weight make this the largest revolver on this list. And single-action only operation demands practice discipline under any kind of stress. Specs: 45 to 70 government, 5-round capacity, 7.5-inch barrel, 4.3 pounds, $1,499 to $1,574 price. Verdict: the only production revolver that fires a 19th century Bison cartridge, proof that some problems require a rifle caliber solution in your hand. Number 5. Smith & Wesson 460 XVR. Best for hunters who demand the highest muzzle velocity ever recorded from a production revolver. Smith & Wesson built the 460 XVR around a single engineering goal: maximum velocity from a revolver cylinder. They achieved it. The 460 S and W Magnum cartridge, fired from the 460 XVR's gain twist rifled barrel, produces the highest muzzle velocity of any production revolver ever manufactured, reaching over 2,300 feet per second with factory loads. The gain twist barrel starts at a slow 1 in 100 twist at the chamber end and gradually increases to 1 in 20 at the muzzle, which stabilizes the bullet progressively as it accelerates rather than forcing full rotational velocity from the moment of firing. The X-frame that houses this system required entirely new engineering because no existing revolver frame could handle the sustained pressure. The 460 XVR also accepts 4.54 Casull and 4.5 Colt. A high-vis fiber optic front sight and adjustable rear sight are standard. Limitation: at 72 ounces with the standard barrel, this is a two-hand field instrument, and the wrist and forearm fatigue from extended 460 Magnum sessions is real and cumulative. Specs: 460 S and W Magnum, 5-round capacity, 8.375-inch barrel, 72 ounces. $1,440 to $1,699 price. Verdict: the highest velocity production revolver ever built. The only handgun that genuinely blurs the line between revolver and rifle. Number 4. Smith & Wesson Model 500. Best for the shooter who wants the single most powerful production revolver cartridge on earth. The Model 500 is not the most powerful production revolver because of marketing. It is because of physics. The 500 S and W Magnum generates over 2,600 foot-pounds of muzzle energy, exceeding some 30.06 rifle loads, from a handgun frame engineered completely from scratch with no predecessor. The massive muzzle compensator is not decorative. Without it, reliable follow-up shots would be impossible for most shooters. Even with it, first-time shooters flinch before the trigger breaks because their nervous system already knows what is coming. Limitation: recoil is genuinely painful without proper technique, ammunition costs are significant, and dedicated training is required before anyone shoots this confidently. Specs: 500 S and W Magnum, 5-round capacity, 8.375-inch barrel, 79.6 ounces, $1,200 to $1,629 price. Verdict: the most powerful production revolver on earth, a firearm that demands complete physical and technical respect before you pull the trigger. Number 3. Wildey Survivor 475. Wildey Magnum. Best for collectors and serious shooters who want the rarest gas-operated Magnum pistol ever built. The Wildey Survivor is unlike any other semi-automatic pistol in existence. It is gas-operated with a user-adjustable system that lets the shooter tune cycling pressure for different ammunition loads, a feature found on zero other production semi-automatic pistols. The 475 Wildey Magnum delivers energy at 100 yards, comparable to a .44 Magnum at the muzzle. Entirely stainless steel with a rotating barrel lockup, this was Wildey J. Moore's answer to how much power a semi-auto could contain. Production is extremely limited. Limitation: parts availability and gunsmith familiarity are genuinely scarce, making this a serious ownership commitment, not a casual purchase. Specs: 475 Wildey Magnum, 7-round capacity, 8-inch barrel, 64 ounces, $2,800 to $3,500 price. Verdict: the most mechanically unique Magnum semi-auto ever built. A gas-operated hand cannon for the shooter who refuses to accept that semi-autos have power limits. Number 2. Magnum Research Desert Eagle. Mark 1950 AE. Best for shooters who want the most iconic and powerful semi-automatic pistol in production history. The Desert Eagle 50 AE runs on a gas-operated rotating bolt action, the same fundamental mechanism used in battle rifles, which is the only system capable of handling the 50 AE cartridge, generating over 1,400 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. The 69.8-ounce weight is not a flaw. It is the physical requirement for controlling that energy through a repeating cycle. The rotating bolt locks with 3 massive lugs, providing lockup strength. No tilting barrel design could match at this pressure. It also accepts 44 Magnum and 357 Magnum barrel assemblies with a simple swap. Limitation: at 4.4 pounds empty. This is not a carry pistol. Muzzle flip is dramatic, and 50 AE ammunition costs add up fast. Specs: 50 AE 7-round capacity 6-inch barrel, 69.8 ounces, $1,500 to $1,899 price. Verdict: the most powerful semi-automatic pistol in continuous production, a rifle mechanism and a handgun frame that most shooters can only dream of controlling. Number 1. Smith & Wesson Performance Center Model 500 with a 10.5-inch barrel. Best for the shooter who wants every measurable unit of power a production handgun can legally deliver in 2026. The Performance Center 500 with the 10.5-inch barrel is the absolute peak of production handgun power in 2026. And nothing currently in production comes close. The extended barrel squeezes every foot per second of velocity out of the 500 S&W Magnum cartridge, pushing select loads past 2,075 feet per second and generating muzzle energy figures that overlap with 30-30 rifle ammunition. The Performance Center trigger is hand-fitted and tuned at the factory, producing a double-action pull that is smoother and more consistent than any standard Model 500, which matters because trigger control is the only thing standing between you and a completely uncontrolled shot when this much recoil is incoming. The integral compensator on the barrel is mandatory equipment, not an option. And even with it, the muzzle rise on a full power load will move the barrel several inches before you can recover for a follow-up shot. The weight of 82 ounces when fully loaded is the only reason most shooters can manage it at all. Limitation: this is a two-handed, slow-fire, deliberate instrument. Anyone who fires this expecting to shoot it like a duty pistol will be corrected immediately and painfully by the laws of physics. Specs: 500 S&W Magnum. 5-round capacity, 10.5-inch barrel, 82 ounces loaded, $1,629 to $2,179 price. Verdict: the most powerful production handgun available in 2026, a firearm that represents the absolute physical limit of what a human hand can contain and control. These 8 handguns represent the outer boundary of what production firearms engineering can achieve in 2026. Most people will never fire a single round through any of them, and that is completely understandable. Power at this level demands respect, training, and a very honest assessment of your own physical capability. The question is never whether a gun like this can stop a threat. That answer is obvious. The real question is whether you can control it well enough to place that shot where it needs to go when everything is on the line. So drop your answer in the comments right now. Which of these 8 have you actually fired? And did it humble you, or did you own it? We want an honest answer. Hit that like button, subscribe for more of this level of content every week, and we will see you in the next one.